So this video, I was going to actually try and do it all in one video, but it ended up being too long, so I'm going to break it up into 4 or 5 videos, series videos. So this first part is going to deal with installing all the Schluter elements to make the shower. So there's one issue, because this is going to be an all glass shower. It's going to be a subway tile 12 inches by 3 inches, and then it's going to have a feature on the wall opposite the plumbing, which is an arabesque shaped tile. And so Schluter requires that you use an unmodified thinset for the entire system to create your waterproofing with the Kerdi-Band and the membrane, and to set your tile. So they require the use of an unmodified thinset. But glass requires the use of a high polymer content thinset to set the tile. So, not to go into the details of why you use one and why you use the other, this creates a problem with the glass tile, because you need the high polymer content thinset to set the tile, so that the thinset will stick to the tile, but you have to use unmodified thinset that's required by Schluter. So to get over this problem, I decided to use Ardex X77, which has a self-drying technology in it, so that you get the benefits of a thinset doesn't require evaporation to dry, and it works well on the thinset. Plus, it has a high polymer content thinset. It is a high polymer content thinset, so that it will stick to the glass tile, and it will stick very well. So Ardex X77 is a premium thinset. It has a lot of benefits: no sag, self-drying, lightweight, and a bunch of other stuff. But the main thing is that it can be used for the glass tile. And also, when you're using this Ardex X77, you have to mix it according to their directions. It's not like mixing regular thinset. You have to mix it according to the directions, which is you measure the water for the thinset, and you add the powder, and then you mix it for 2 minutes. You don't have to let it slake and then remix it. You just mix it for the 2 minutes, and then it's ready to go. And also, the good thing about the Ardex X77 is also that you can mix small batches. The small batches is usually 2 parts powder and 1 part water. So it's very easy to mix small batches and get the right consistency and the right ratio of water to powder. This is one thing that I really like about this X77 by Ardex. So that's why I'm going to be using that. And in this first part of the video is going to be just the prep for the shower, installing the Kerdi-board, prepping all the Kerdi-board, and all that stuff. And I'm going to go through all those steps. And then, I'm going to give you some details about how to do that. And then I'm going to the next video will be about the mud, and then after that, installing the tile, etc., etc. Also, as you've probably seen, I've done some collaboration with our friend Jeff Patterson of Home Repair Tutor, and we're going to be doing a few more collaborations, probably many more collaborations. Check out his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Check it out. He's got a lot of useful information there, and he also has a website where he has online courses that you can check out for many, all kinds of stuff. One that I'm going to link to is Bathroom Repair Tutor. He goes into a lot of detail on how to actually build a shower from the very first step to the very end. So I'm going to put some links in the description to that below as well. Oh, and one last thing, I have a new online store, dibsmart.com. We're adding stuff all the time. Now we've got a lot of RTC products and some other stuff there as well. And always we have the T-Lock leveling system, which is the one I use the most. So check that out. I'll put a link in the description below, so you can find what you need. Okay, so that's it. So don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comments. I try to answer as many as possible. Sometimes I can't get them to all of them, but I do try and answer all the questions. and hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm going to install this Kerdi-board on these walls here. So I want them to be as flat as possible. So I put a level across these, and this isn't actually bad. I'm not too worried about this corner because I'm going to be putting, it's actually in that corner over there, it's good. So this one here is kind of irrelevant. But this one here, then these this one's good. It's flat all the way across, except for here. But that's not a problem either because I'm going to be putting Kerdi-band on that, so that'll be fine. And this one here is the problem here. So this one is out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of strips of these, on here. And then when I put the board on, it'll be flush. So 2 thicknesses there and 1 thickness there to make up that difference. Okay, so these coat channels are 12 feet by 8 feet. This is just under 8 feet, and this is 53 inches. So I'm going to cut it back to here, move the board to here, and then piece it in. I can go sideways, 4 feet and 4 feet, but I think that's more waste. So this is how I'm going to do it. 37 1/4.
Okay, so to attach the board you need washers and screws. You put one washer about every foot on the board. And when you put these washers in, you want to make sure that it goes below the surface, just dimpled in so it doesn't stick out. Okay, so there's going to be a niche here. I'm just going to put the board on, and then I'm going to cut it out afterwards. So, I got all my measurements on here. Pieces, and then put all screws in. So it doesn't matter whether you put the printed side out or the unprinted side out. So let's demonstrate that. I'm just gonna put this in. And on the seams, you can just straddle and just overlap the seam. You don't have to put one on one side, one on the other. I'm going to just place all the washers about a foot apart. So I'm going to do the whole one now.
So there's no way to move this pipe in the wall there. So I'm building a kitty corner footrest. It's not going to be actually a seat. It's just going to be a kitty corner footrest. And the screws I'm putting in here are just to hold it in place temporarily. I am actually going to leave the screws in, but the piece is actually glued in with Kerdi-Fix. So I'm going to use Kerdi-Fix to glue all this in. The two pieces of 1/2 inch will make up a 1 inch top piece, and it's more than strong enough. And I'm just going to glue them all together, and then when it's all set, I'm going to put Kerdi-Band around the whole thing, the corners and everything.
This is the cup. A little damage there, but I'm going to cut that off anyway. just to hold it in place. Okay, so that's the board. Okay, so this is Kerdi-Band. It has a 2-inch overlap on all the seams and corners, and you need to put a patch over all the screws. And then I'm gonna put, you know, the corners and all the corners and the membrane on the floor. Size 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 this way. Okay, so the system works on, you have to use unmodified thinset to install the Keri-band and everything. And this is what I'm using. Tech uncoupling membrane mortar. But I'm going to mix this up a little looser than you would use it for tile, and I'm going to put the Keri-band up. So I'm going to use the Keri trowel, which is an 8x8 square notch. You can barely read it. And I'm using white thinset, unmodified, but you can use gray if you want. That color doesn't matter. I'm going to embed it into the thinset now. waterproof. I'm gonna try it. That corner's done, and that corner's done. There's going to be a niche. I'm going to cut out a niche over here. I'm going to do these four here. Okay, so they make corners from here, but I don't have any. So I'm gonna modify this corner. Sit on here. So just gonna cut this right down here. To the corner. This is going to go like that, right in there. It's going to overlap, and then I got to get a piece of band like this and put that there like that to give me my 2-inch overlap.
Okay, so all the banding is done. So I'm going to get some patches and apply a patch over every single washer and screw. If you've got 5-inch Kerdi-Band, just cut out some 5x5s and patch every washer and every screw, so that way those are all completely sealed as well. So you'll notice that the mud floor is already in. The shower floor did the base. I actually skipped ahead so that I can keep all the relevant parts to installing the Kerdi-Band and all the Schluter components in one video. You'll also see me shortly installing the membrane on this mud floor and then water testing. So the next video will be about the installing the mud for the shower. So, but that actually happens before this stage here. Okay, so now I'm going to install the membrane over the mud floor. There's a template in the drain kit for the size of the hole you need to cut out for the drain. And also, I forgot to turn my camera on, but there's banding all around the bottom edge from wall to mud transition, the 2-inch overlap. And the same applies for the membrane. Anywhere there's a seam, there's always got to be a 2-inch overlap. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to install the membrane on the floor, and this will complete the sealing up and waterproofing of this shower. So just as a reminder, this is all done with a premium unmodified thinset mortar, which is mixed to a consistency a little bit looser than you would normally do to install tile. So I roll the membrane back, and now I'm going to moisten it with a damp sponge, give the substrate a drink so it doesn't prematurely suck the moisture out of the thinset, and also this will remove any dust that's on the mud and give it a bit of a clean. So now I'm going to use the same trowel that I used for the banding, which is a Kerdi trowel, which is an 8x8 square knot trowel. First I'm going to use the flat side of the trowel to key the thinset into the substrate, and then I am going to flip it over and notch out the thinset. So once I got my thinset evenly spread without any humps or any accumulation over accumulation of thinset anywhere, I'm going to roll my membrane back and I'm going to smooth it into the thinset. If you're using a metal trowel or a metal putty knife, be very careful that you don't poke any holes into it. You just want to take great care. If you're not comfortable with that, use a plastic tool that won't cut the membrane.
So I'm gonna flood test the shower.
Okay, so the weekend has passed and now I'm going to flood test this shower to make sure there's no leaks. So for this size shower, I'm going to put in about 20 gallons of water. That's 4 5-gallon buckets. And then I'm going to let it sit overnight. And I'm going to mark the level of the water, and then I'm going to check the level after 24 hours. Make sure that it's exactly the same.
Okay, that's just breaking the surface there. Just breaking the surface. So I'll let this sit for 24 hours and check the level to see if it's still the same tomorrow. Okay, so it's been 24 hours and the water is exactly the same level as I left it. And so this is a pass as far as the flood testing is concerned.
So next video will be about installing the mud base where this membrane is installed, where I'm water testing, how I went about installing the actual mud for the shower floor. That's going to be in the next video.
Let that drain. It's all set.